Hello everyone!
Hi everybody, in this tutorial we're going to start looking at the different color schemes, and these tutorials are going to be structured a bit differently. So instead of a presentation we're going to actually look at some examples on in the browser, and then we'll also use the tools that we've already talked about. So let's get started. We're talking about the monochromatic color scheme.
Yeah. So monochromatic color scheme, do you remember it consists in one hue and it's tints and shades. So let's see what we can find.
All right, let's have a look.
How about this one?
Yeah, let's open it up.
So let's open it up. So you can see it's all about blues. So you have a dark blue hue of blue and a tint. It works, and let's say there's also about water.
Yeah.
So how convenient, choose the hue blue.
Yeah.
Talk about water, it's a smart choice, right?
Yep, exactly.
And what can you tell me about it?
Well, what we can see here is that a very impactful presentation, right? So you can see that it's deep, and water is blue, or like, you know, the ocean's blue, so it's relevant. And also the colors, it's very interesting. It's fascinating to see that how the person that created this, they only used one hue, blue, basically, and using the different shades and tints and what is the other one? Tones of blue, they've come up with something so impactful, right? Makes you want to read it. And so if you look at the, like, again, very important to understand that creating an infographic might be like very complex and time consuming, but even if you look at the individual charts, so like even this chart over here, you can see it's a map with a kind of like with bubbles on it. And again, in this situation, it still uses a monochromatic color scheme, right?
Because they're talking about water, right?
Yeah.
All over it.
It's like they could have done it differently, but they chose this, and this choice really works, right? Yeah. What else here do we see? So you can see these donut charts also. The brighter color stands out, and the darker color just works as kind of like the unfilled part of the donut. And it kind of captures the essence of monochromatic color schemes, that you have the darker part, the shaded part, is unfilled. Like, look at these bars, yeah?
Do you remember our red square on top of the black background? That was outstanding and it looked bigger. That's pretty much the same theory behind it.
Okay. All right, so this is a cool example, and let's go to our tools and see how we can use them to get a monochromatic color scheme. So here we've got Adobe Color. To get a monochromatic color scheme, we just go to monochromatic here in the color rule, and you can see that it will come up with a
palette of colors.
A palette of colors for you based on the color of your choice. For instance, let's go to blue, right? So if that's our blue hue that we want to choose, then we can move this around to tell it, you know, what kind of individual elements of the palette that we want. But basically, this is a monochromatic color scheme, right? You can do the same thing in Peloton. Just choose there and then circle around to the color you want, and it will help you pick your color over here. So it will come up with a color palette here. And finally, in Color Brewer, what do we have? So if you choose sequential and you choose single hue, meaning monochromatic.
Exactly.
Right? And there you go. That will be your monochromatic color scheme. That's what it looks like here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The simplest of them all.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next one.